right. Tonight I am doing a private reading for NJ. NJ wants to know. The question is. Dun, 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 dun. His question is, what can I do to find inspiration when making music when there is none? I spend so much time staring at the keyboard. All right, where is the inspiration going to come from? All right, let's take a look and see what we got here. Where is the inspiration going to come from? Definitely in need of some inspiration. All right, NJ. Let's see what we got for you here. Let's see what we've got for you. Wow. We have got a lot of court cards. All right, so you got yourself the Nine of Swords. The Knight of Swords, excuse me. The Knight of Swords is very fierce and very determined. Somebody who's aggressive, as you can see, he's very aggressive. Um, Knights are also air signs, and swords are air signs. So when the two of them get together, you know, there's that aggression, like a tornado kind of thing. Where there's a lot of quick movement and a lot of quick thinking and stuff like that. So it seems like the ideas had come really fast to you at one point, but here it is going away from you. It's going off to your past. If you look, there's no obviously there's no cards over here to your left, so that's your past. It's looking over there towards the past, and you've got excuse me, you've got the Page of Cups as well, and that is a someone who's learned an artistic skill. Cups involves water, and in tarot, water is emotion, and it has to do with emotion. Your cup, of course, is full of a fish, as you can see. So you feel like the ideas that you're having right now are not really good ideas. They're not real great ideas. They're just kind of maybe silly ideas. Maybe that's what you think. Maybe right now you think that they're not the best ideas in the world, but they're kind of silly ideas. Um, because who talks to a fish, right? Who talks to a fish in a cup? The Queen of Wands. The queens are water and wands are fire. So as you can tell, fire sign here by the lion and by the sun shaped on her throne there. Um, but yeah, so she's very confident and has a confidence. So I would say personally that yeah, you're confident in what you're doing. You did a good job of doing music recently, and now you're just kind of at a loss. You're at a loss, but you're finding, here you are looking backwards. You're looking back to see why things aren't going well. You're looking back at how well you did and how quickly you came up with all the other music that you've done. And now it's time to look to the future. And the future here is the Page of Pentacles, who is someone who is committed to learning. He's learning. He wants to learn more about his craft. He wants to learn more about, um, about the uh, not about playing his instruments, because we know that you're good at what you do. You're really good at it. It's not an issue of actually playing instruments. It's an issue of you're trying to learn more. Uh, something a little deeper, something a little more. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think of the words. Something that's a little more metaphysical. Something that that gets in people's heads and kind of really makes people think and makes them wonder. Hey, wow, that's a real that's a song that I would never have thought that type of concept should come would ever come up. I never expected a concept like that to come up during a song. I never saw those chord changes, or I never saw those lyrics come. Those things coming when I sat down to listen to that song. So that's what I'm thinking here. You've got with the Page of Pentacles. I also think that with Pentacles that's usually money, um, which means you will make some money from some of the stuff you end up doing finally. And again, also pages are Earth, and Pentacles are Earth type thing. So you've got all that. You've got all those elements together. You've got all those Earth elements together, um, coming together, and that just it it just makes more dirt. But you're working on, you're trying to find a way to really get into people's heads and not just be the run of the mill. Okay, here's 10, 12 songs, kind of run of the mill thing. You're looking for something completely mind blowing that'll come from somewhere. Um, and then you come into the Two of Swords. Now the Two of Swords shows indecision. It shows you're you're blindfolded, as you see. This is complete blindfold, and you have to decide. You know, do I want the left hand or do I want the right hand? Which hand is actually doing the better for me, type thing. What's doing best for you. And that's what you have to decide. You're sitting in the dark. You've got your eyes closed to the whole thing, and you need to really decide what it is, that you want to do. Do you want to continue down the path of trying to do something so deep that it's taking a long time, or do you want to do something that's going to be a little easier, that's going to come to you quicker and faster and easier, and maybe not be quite as happy about it? Um, if I throw over another card for you, you get the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is showing, it's somebody giving of themselves, giving something to somebody else, where it's not a monetary type thing. It's more of a gift. You have a gift. You have a gift of musical talent, and that's what it is. You are really looking to make the best out of your talent, so that you can make the very best product that's out there. So this way, if people do decide to give you money for it, and they do decide to support it, well, then you've done absolutely the best thing that you could possibly do, and that's what you want to what you want to give them. Uh, that's what I would say for that. Um, you could go. Yeah, you could even go a little further. I could always throw out another card for you. The next card is the Wheel of Fortune, which kind of means things are moving in cycles. Things are moving in always in motion, always going, always turning, always what comes around goes around is always a saying that goes with this card. Karma goes around. Um, so you've done good work in the near, just recently. You've done a lot of good work, and now maybe it's time to take a break and let some of that, and let some of that settle for a little bit. Before things get crazy, you want to let things settle down a little a little bit. Um, the next card is the Chariot. The Chariot shows that you're looking to move forward, but there's no way you can move forward when you've got one of your sphinxes laying down on the job and not pulling you. So you're just kind of you're in a stale spot right now. You're stagnant. Um, it's not where you want to be, but you know, if you if you work really hard, if you work really hard, you'll make exactly what you want to make out of this whole thing. You'll make something good out of it. You know, it's going to take some hard it's going to take some hard work, unfortunately. And again, next card. I just keep pulling cards off the top of the deck here. The next card is the Hangman, which means you're maybe you're looking at it all in the wrong perspective. Maybe you're looking at this from the wrong perspective. And maybe it's something that you um, just need to hold off on and really not get into yet. Maybe it's something that don't. Maybe it's just not the right time for it. It's just not maybe not the right time, and you're looking at it in the wrong way. Like you can't write these songs, and you can't get the inspiration for these songs. But maybe the whole idea behind it all is it's really not the time to do it. And here, I'll give you the last card. Last card is the Three of Pentacles, which shows it's going to take teamwork. It's going to take teamwork to get this done. It's not. This is not going to be the NJ one man band show. Um, I don't think it's something that's going to happen in just that you're going to be able to do by yourself. You're going to need some help. You're going to need somebody to maybe collaborate with or something. You've got the three pentacles. You've got people all working together to make something to make something together as a group. So that would be what I would say. Those are my thoughts on it. That's what I'm getting from the cards. You had a ton of passion for the things that happened before, and you think it's just going to roll over into the new, and maybe it's just not the time. Maybe things are not, maybe this isn't exactly the time. You need to let stuff relax from what you just did, and maybe, excuse me, and maybe you need to work with someone on it so that it's not just you. It's not all you on this whole music making and music writing journey. So, hope that answers your question. Thank you very much, and have a good night.